Hello guys, in this tutorial we'll learn about TypeScript list. For that I'll create a list of cities. Data type like cities will be city name which is string, so string, and since it will be a list of a string, so we add these brackets. This is the declaration, how to initialize a list. So this is how we can initialize a list with no items. We can also initialize a list with one or more items like this. And so on. So here I have initialized a list with 3 items. After initialization, if we want to add some item into the list, there are multiple methods for that. One of the method of adding an item into the list is push. And this we can push a string, which will here. So I will push one item which is one city name. We'll push one more item. If we log this, if we print this list into the log, it will print all the items into the list, which is the list has 2 cities, Chennai, so it will print something like this, and another city, Bangalore. We can access the items of the list cities.zeroth element, it will print the first item which is Chennai, and similarly cities.1 city at 1th index you will find the Bangalore item, second item which is Bangalore. If you want to remove an item from this list, for that we have a pop method. Pop method, it removes one item at the end of the list. Push method adds an item at the end of the list. If we push another item to the list, it will be added at the end. Now this list size will become 3. On the list we have a property which is length, which gives number of items into the list. So that we can print like this, console cities.length. This length property will print the length or number of items into the city. We have a method called pop, which removes an item at the end of the list. So in the pop it takes no argument because it just removes the last item. Here the output will be Chennai, Bangalore and Patna. After that, this removes the last item. This will pop out the last item. This list will again become, it will have 2 items. This will print 2. Now we'll quickly check the same thing in code. I'll open this folder in terminal. Now we are in the list folder. We'll compile the code. Now we can see that empty list and its size is 0. After that we have added 2 items, Chennai and Bangalore, and its size is 2. Then we added Patna, so size become 3. And we can see the Patna at the end, added at the end. Then we call the pop method. Pop method moves one item on the end, so Patna is popped out. Now the size is 2. What if we want to add an item not at the end, or if we want to delete an item or remove an item not from the end? So in that case what should we do? So for that we have a method called Splice. This takes 3 arguments. First is index, second is count of items that we want to delete from this index, and after that it can take any number of parameters that will be the items that we want to add into the list at this index. So we'll see how we can use Splice for multiple use cases. Assume we want to add one item at the 0th index. So for that, what we'll do, cities dot splice, and index will give 0 because we want to add at the 0th index or the first index. Number of items that we want to delete will be 0. We don't want to delete anything. We want to add one item. And the item will be whatever item that I want to add, I'll add indoor. So this will add one item at the beginning of the list. Now, if you want to delete an item at the first index, so for that, how to use this thing, dot splice. The first index item we want to remove, delete, and we want to delete only one item, so it will be 1. And since we don't want to add anything, so no parameters after that. We can use splice for replace as well. So assume we want to replace item at 0th index. Cities dot splice, and 0th index we want to remove the item at the 0th index. Removing replace, we want to replace, so that's the index, and we'll delete one item from the 0th index, and then we'll add whatever we want to replace it with. Maybe I want to replace it with Nagpur, so the 0th index item will be replaced. Let's consider the earlier example. So in our earlier case, our list has 2 items after the pop statement. After this, our list will be transformed to something like this. It will Indore will be added at the beginning of the list, so it will become Indore, then Chennai, and then Bangalore. After this, what we are doing at 1th index, this is 1th index, and we are deleting one item, so Chennai will be deleted. So the list will become, and after this call, the list will become, so at the 0th index, we are deleting one item, so this will be deleted, and Nagpur will be added there. So Indore will be replaced by Nagpur. It will become Nagpur and Bangalore. So please try this code and see the output by yourself.